our Know Your Village Spotlight, we're absolutely delighted to welcome as our special guest the LMC Kids, stars of LMC Media's most talked about show. And I thought it was business in the VOM Today. I guess it's not. Where fun meets learning in the vibrant towns and villages of Larcham, Mamaroneck. Hello, Grace, Tatum, and Leo, actors behind the LMC Kids.
Okay, so I think I can figure out that you are Leo.
Yes.
And tell me which one of you is Grace and which one is Tatum. Okay, Grace and Tatum and Leo.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and meeting with us today. How did you find out about becoming puppeteers and about LMC Kids?
So I go to artistry, and I figured out that they were asking like all acting places, and I was at artistry, and they asked artistry, and I wanted to do it.
They're pretty awesome over there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the best. That's how actually I got here too. A teacher of mine at artistry recommended for me to audition, so I did, and I did.
What about you, Tatum?
I do sandbox theater, and one of the directors there recommended for me to do LMC Kids, and I auditioned and I got the role.
Boy, we love sandbox theater and artistry.
We really do.
Great people.
What shows did you do at artistry?
Like Frozen and Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan, Lion King.
I did Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. Wait, who were you in Beauty and the Beast?
I was Village Belle.
Oh yeah, I remember
Tatum?
working with you.
I've done quite a few. I've done The Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, Matilda, Frozen, The Lion King, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You have been very busy.
And I'm going to do Descendants this fall.
I did,
I'm gonna do
at
The
artistry,
Little Mermaid.
I did Lion King, I did Descendants Camp, Wicked Camp, and then there was, I did Aladdin. My first show was Aladdin.
Well, Leo, you did say this is your favorite studio to record in. Now, what was it like for you to record here?
I enjoyed it to like be with my puppet and voicing the role because it's very cool. Like not most people get to be on screen. That's the coolest part to me. So I'm lucky to get to like move a puppet and talk on a screen. I like the setting.
So now you have camera experience and theater stage experience. It's pretty awesome.
Tatum, what were some of your standout moments?
I, like in the plays I've done, I've really liked my role in The Little Mermaid, and I was Ariel.
What was the highlight of being in LMC Kids? What was your favorite thing that you guys got to do?
Well, like my favorite thing is that like we got to like record myself, and it like really like feels different than acting it out like with your own body.
Cool. What about you, Miguel?
Well, my favorite part was meeting everybody. Like I've never met my castmates before, so it was very cool to meet everybody.
You seem really nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Tatum.
My favorite part was probably like recording, because it's a really cool experience that some people don't get to experience, and we do. And I just think it's amazing that I get to record.
So if you could choose between working in a studio with that being your role or being on stage, which would you choose?
Both.
Both?
I would choose both too.
Same.
They're both a great experience to do.
But and my first show I did wasn't even really a show. Artistry does like these things for like 3 and 4-year-olds where you just like sing like Broadway songs and then you get picked up. So it's just like a mini thing to like get the feeling of what like singing is gonna be like. And I did that, and I've been acting ever since.
My sister used to sing Broadway songs all the time. Are you guys all hoping to do the second season of LMC Kids?
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Yes.
much.
Wow,
Yeah.
with no reservation. Yes.
Yes, I heard they're
all right.
looking for a contractor to be a part of the second season. I think I'd like to get Murphy
Is that
Brothers
right?
involved.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, what was it like listening to yourselves or seeing yourselves in different episodes?
When I heard my voice for like the first time, I was happy. I was laughing. I thought it was very funny that I was like hearing my voice. I've never heard my voice on like something that's like on screen. Like I've done theater before, but I've never done like something like on screen.
What about you, Grace?
Well, it like felt like good to hear myself be like on a screen, and like I could hear myself talk, and it kind of feels like I'm talking to myself, but it
Wow.
feels really good.
Tatum?
Well, at first I was kind of embarrassed because my mom put it on the TV and she showed the whole family. But then I was really happy that I got to be on screen and stuff.
Oh, I feel the same way. That's amazing.
What did your families say when they saw you on the screen? What was their reactions?
You look awesome.
Aw.
Mine
Nice.
was they were very happy, but I was laughing because I heard my voice and then I was just like, I finally found like my voice sound like I never knew my voice sound like that.
What about you?
Well, all of my siblings were like, they like were kind of surprised and they didn't look that happy, but my parents were happy.
That makes sense.
So
Same
you-
thing with my sister. She wants to be on this show when she's older. I told her, when you're older, if they remake it, I'll get you. I'll try to get you.
She's gotten in, huh? with
Yeah,
you?
she's.
Future agent here.
Yeah, she
like
might
that.
do it soon. Who knows?
Cool.
Now, do you like this show's message about community?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
how they like set good examples. How like. Well, first off, like I said to some of my family and friends how they didn't understand it. I said, it's how it's different from like other shows, from like learning shows like Sesame Street and like Cocomelon. It's like real though. Like it's not like cartoon because there's live like real appearances, and that what makes it different.
What have you guys learned about your community through doing this show?
I've
Is
learned
there
that,
something that you didn't know before that you learned?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, one thing I learned is that there's a local I didn't know that they were gonna put a farmer's market live appearance. I thought that was very cool that they do that.
Mm-hmm. How about you girls?
Well, I thought like it's very like cool to like teach the little kids and like how to do the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Maybe some future teachers.
Maybe.
one thing about voiceover that I learned is that like it's scary in the beginning, like I get that, but in the end it's just about having fun.
That's it, having fun. So we want to thank you guys for being here. This has been great. So Grace, Leo, and Tatum. We'd also like to thank Lulu, Miguel, and Cassie for being here as well. That
You're
was
welcome.
fantastic. From understanding kindness and sharing to discovering local landmarks and community helpers, LMC Kids inspires little ones to connect with their surroundings. I guess adults as well. Thank you for being on the show. You've been wonderful guests. And Jennifer, wouldn't it be cool if we were guests on their show?
Wow, that'd be fun.
We'll have to make a pitch to their producer. So,
We've got their agent.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. This was fun.
hey, we'd like to welcome you one and all to podcast episode number 17 of Business in the VOM Today. I'm Michael Murphy, the current president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce. And this is my show co-host, Chamber Vice President Jennifer O'Neill. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm great. How are you doing,
We
Michael?
got some great guests today. I'm doing great.
I'm excited.
Yes, it's nice in here. Anyways, we're in the studio on the Avenue. Okay, the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit membership organization established in 1917 as the Businessmen Association of Mamaroneck. We are a thriving group of merchants, restaurateurs, and business professionals, including home-based businesses and local nonprofits dedicated to helping and supporting one another for the good of the community.
A special shout out to our 14 other Chamber board members, all volunteers who work diligently at making the Chamber an organization which promotes and supports all businesses in the village of Mamaroneck.
The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, which is...
Keep it local.
That is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring, doing business locally, and advocating for business in the VOM. We got to give a huge thank you to all those people that sponsored our annual barbecue the other day. That was fun, right?
It was a blast.
Yeah, Hampshire did a great job over there. We thank you, all the people over at Hampshire, Dorothy, Dave, and your staff. Also,
well, we have a bunch of sponsors to thank. So we have our platinum sponsor, which was the Morano Group, and we have our gold sponsors, Quick Moving and Packing and Mamaroneck Self-Storage. And then we've got our silver sponsor, Bellotta Kitchens, Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee 2026, The Dog Stop, 306 Fayette Avenue Realty Incorporated, Caterina Eulerio from Houlihan Lawrence, Renatus Group, and City Publications of the Hudson Valley.
We may lead to our first guest over here. In our spotlight today, we have none other than Andy Pinto. Andy was very instrumental to help us in gathering the raffle gifts that we had. We had 40 raffle. Andy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Mike.
40,
yeah,
how did you do that?
Well, you know, it starts with a great community and great business owners, and they certainly, rallied around the barbecue, were very helpful, wanting to help. They actually gave more than, I even anticipated. So it's just a great community, great group of businesses. It made my job a little bit easier.
Speaking of your job, tell the business community here about your business.
Thank you. Yeah, I help local businesses reach their goals and through high impact, highly targeted marketing campaigns. It's my business, City Publications of the Hudson Valley. We're a full-service marketing agency, and we help local businesses without the cost and complexity of working with a large agency.
And you do a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell us a fun fact about you, Andy Pinto?
Yeah, so, the fun fact for a long time always was I was in the last episode of The Sopranos, last scene in the diner with Tony Carmelo, the kids, and in between takes shared a cheeseburger with James Gandolfini, which was surreal. But that was fun like 20 years ago. So you bring it up now, it's kind of like, eh. So really about me, I can't say avid, I'm going to say rabid New York Rangers fan and Notre Dame football fan. So during the football and hockey season, I'm glued to the games and glued to results.
I knew I'd like this guy.
Right, so I bet you that everybody's going to go back and see that last episode of Sopranos to see if Andy's where he sits in the show.
My head's in there for a millisecond when the sun walks in the diner.
And the last song is?
Oh, Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing. That great.
I just saw it for the first time. I'm like the only person in the world who never saw The Sopranos, so I will definitely look for it.
Go check. Yep.
All right, you spent your career in corporate marketing. What led you to shift to working with local businesses?
Yeah, I had a great career in corporate marketing, worked with some of the biggest companies in the world, many here in the area, Kraft, Unilever, MasterCard, et cetera. It was wonderful. But got to a point in time when, you sell an extra 100 million, boxes of Honey Bunches of Oats or generate X, incremental sales for, Dove Hair Care. And it's like on to the next program. And I've always been community focused and really wanted to do something to help local businesses and decided to take a big gamble. Left the corporate world, started my own agency, and I just want to help local businesses grow. And there's nothing, I think for me, nothing more fulfilling than when you work with a business, they have a campaign, it goes well, the extra revenue, it does wonders, not only for their business, but for their families and also the community. When you have successful businesses in the community, it attracts more people in. So that feeling of helping a local business is absolutely priceless beyond what any feeling I had in the corporate world.
Well, sometimes it doesn't go right. Sometimes it goes, what do businesses do wrong when they try to market themselves, and what do they do that would you say generally works?
Right. Yeah, I've got talked to hundreds of local businesses, and one of the things that I hear a lot are they put all their eggs in one basket. They want to do the cheap and easy. I'm going to do emails and I'm going to do social media, and that's all I'm going to do. And social media is important. Emails can be important, but it's just a piece of the puzzle. And, I'll bring out direct to consumer. I'll talk to them about direct mail, and they're like, junk mail. And I'm like, maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we remember our moms bringing in the stack, half of it would, more of it would go in the garbage. She'd cherry pick a few things. But if you think about it today, think about your emails. Gen Z, millennials, and like us, we're getting pounded with emails every day, hundreds and hundreds. We don't look at them. We cherry pick one or two to open, and we delete them. Emails are this generation's junk mail. So what I always encourage them to do is make sure that they diversify their promotion, their experiences. Make sure you're direct to consumer. Make sure your digital footprint is accurate and up to date. Make sure you're relevant on social media, and make sure whether it's an in-store experience or environment or what's online. Make sure it's something that is quick and easy, intuitive for a consumer. And you have to be successful in all areas, not just one.
What would you say that one thing local business owners could do to grow their businesses outside of that?
I would say easy. Give me a call. Take 30 minutes of your time. Invest 30 minutes. Let's sit down. Let's talk about your business. And I know a lot of people listening to this are like, and I'm a lot like you guys going, all right, here's the sales speech. You're very skeptical. It's not. The majority of the businesses I work with, I give them advice. I help them through. They're not current clients. They're current colleagues. They're current friends. If there's something I could do to help grow your business, I'll let you know. And if there's something I can't do, I have a roster of colleagues who can support them. Or if there's something that you don't need to spend the money on to grow your business, I'll be honest. I'll tell you, I don't want to take your money in order just to be profitable. I want to help you grow your business, and sometimes I can help, and sometimes I can. And we have a new publication that we're launching here in Mamaroneck. It's been going fantastically nationwide, bringing it to Westchester, and I want to launch it here. It's a beautiful, curated, glossy brochure, 20 to 24 high-end businesses, 10,000 hand-picked homes. It's going to be just a format that nobody's seen before, and will be something that'll be physical and digital for the customers. But it's not right for every business. I'm not going to tell businesses who this particular piece isn't right for to do something like that just for the money. I'm going to tell the businesses that this is built for, to look into it. But really, just going back to your question, take 30 minutes of your time and invest in a phone call. I'm here to help.
Well, I have to say, Andy said to us that he wanted to help us, and he took on the annual barbecue and getting the baskets for us and did a fabulous job. Yeah. So I'll say you're as good as your word.
So, Jennifer, we have a lot of members within the chamber, but what we always look for, our arms and our doors are open to members that want to help other businesses in the area here, because, this is what we're trying to do, is provide advocacy, networking, and education for people in our area here. And so you've been a great member so far, Andy. So we're glad why did you become a member of our chamber?
So, I felt it was important, with my business, I want to help local businesses, and I want to help them grow. So it was important to me to not just say it, but to participate. And there's a few Chamber of Commerce's I joined early on. Mamaroneck's one of them. Mamaroneck's near and dear to my heart. My family settled here over 100 years ago. I spent almost every weekend in my childhood in Mamaroneck. I've lived here a few different times, and I believe in just the wealth of businesses and great places there are in Mamaroneck. You come here, there's nowhere else you need to go. So I joined the chamber, and not just because you guys are here, it's been better than expected. The people in the chamber are wonderful. You're part of a community. Everybody's helping each other. I can pick up a phone and call any member at any time. They're going to talk to me. They'll pick up that phone. I'm here to help them. Just wonderful events, but it's a community I never knew about. And I have to say, the groups I am part of, this is probably my favorite.
Hey, how do people get in touch with you, Andy?
So you can go to my website. It's citypubhv, H is in Harry, V's in Victor.com, or simply send me an email. It's andrew@citypubhv.com, or give me a call. Text me, 845-745-0602. Like I said, take 30 minutes. Give me a call. Would love to hear more about your business and help you.
Great to have you in the chamber.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, Andy.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for listening to our show, Business in the VOM Today. We have great guests so far, I can't imagine. We've had Andy Pinto from City Publications of Hudson Valley. We had the LMC Kids. It's amazing. How can we top this?
Well, please welcome in the Chamber Member Spotlight our friend and member of the Chamber, Gladys Dibble, owner of Medora Media.
Let's get to the before we get to the questions first, thank you very much for helping us with the recent barbecue.
Oh, my
you
pleasure.
And Jamie Limegruber, they did a great job on this, but you're no stranger at LMC. Tell us about that.
First, thank you for having me here. It's actually funny to be on the other side because I'm usually the one asking the questions.
Yes, the tables are turned here.
Yes, the tables are turned. And yes, I love LMC. It all started with a social media post on their business page. They were looking for a podcast host. And I said to myself, I love to talk. I love to network. I'm going to try it. I reached out. They called me in for an interview. We spoke. And then I became a podcast host for LMC. And it's been the best experience yet.
Award-winning podcast host, in fact.
In this beautiful studio, which was built by
Murphy Brothers Contracting, just a shameless promotion there. Well, what about Medora Media?
Medora Media is a social media management company, local, located here in Mamaroneck, New York. And we focus on empowering small businesses with great, solid social media presence. That's what we focus on. We want to make sure that small businesses in the area have the same level of expertise that these brand name companies have, right? At a fraction of its cost. More affordable, approachable because they have me, and just the same tools, same strategy, same creativity, and data analytics, which is what small business owners need for their social media pages.
Nice.
Okay, Gladys, so now it's your turn. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Well, I'm not like Andy Pinto, who was on The Sopranos, but I am the life of a party. So if you're ever at a party with me and there's music, I will be the first one on that dance floor and the last one off the dance floor, probably getting kicked out with the lights off and with my shoes in my hand, because now by then my feet are tired. I'd say that's a fun fact. And when I was 13, I would sing on Channel J, which was a cable channel back in the day, and I would sing.
Oh, this is something. Listen, we have our holiday party coming up on December 11th, okay? Shameless promotion for that. All right, so we want to see Gladys on the dance floor there.
I have to say, you might have some competition, or at least you'll have a dancing partner. So
yes,
I'll be with you.
Yes,
what were you doing professionally before you started your journey in social media?
Before social media, I was in managed healthcare for 24 years.
Wow, you do not look that old.
Oh, thank you.
That's amazing. Well, what inspired you to start Medora Media?
The fact that I see a lot of small businesses struggle to have a strong social media presence online. Being in managed healthcare gave me the expertise of having teams I started off I'm going back to that just to kind of reinforce where I am now. I was 17. I started off as an operator for an emergency service, part-time, moved up the ladder, grew there professionally in 24 years, and kind of made me who I am now as a woman because of all the trials and tribulations. I was a single mom with my first daughter, and I still did it, right? So I think all those struggles made me realize that I have an effect and I have something that I can actually mentor others. So I would go around looking at these small businesses struggle in social media, and I'm like, I can help them. I can help them at a fraction of what they would be paying if they go somewhere else. Because I'm grounded like that and conscientious. I don't want to steal from anyone.
Wow.
How has joining the chamber shifted your perspective on what it offers or how it supports local businesses?
So I knew that becoming a member would be something great for my business. You guys are amazing. It's an amazing community. But what I didn't know was that I was going to be part of such a beautiful community of like-minded business owners sharing their ideas, their struggles, their goals with one another. And when we get together, that is, you can see it, you can feel it, right? We're just a community, and we love to get together and just make it happen.
Caring and sharing, and she will be sharing a tip right now on what small business owners can do to kind of grow their social media.
And it's very hard to limit it to one, so I'm going to just say a few, but very fast. So if you are a business owner, you need to be consistent on your social media platforms. Don't just post once every 3 months. Set yourself a schedule and stick to it. Consistency is key. Engagement is key. So if you post something and somebody gives you a comment on one of your posts, engage with them, respond back to them, ask them a question if you can, if it lends to it. That engagement is what makes your social media post go to others. So your brand will start circulating out there. And I think that's very key. And the last one that I would say, and I have many, but the last one that I'm going to speak about is being genuine, right? Being yourself. If you're going to do a video and you're talking about your business, just be yourself. You don't really need to go get your hair done and make sure that the space is fine and clear and that it looks great. Just pick up your phone and just speak from the heart. If you speak from the heart, your audience will know that you're talking sincerely, and they will appreciate that and become like a family to you.
Well, you are going to be helping us out by presenting at our next Business Success Workshop. You're going to be doing it in English on September 15th, and you are going to do it in Spanish on October 27th.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So Mike and I had a conversation about this a little earlier today. Initially, we were going to do an interactive workshop on CapCut. CapCut is a tool that you use to edit your videos. But there's been a lot of talk on TikTok and CapCut about it going away. So we spoke about it, and I think we're going to shift gears just to make sure that I'm not going to be teaching a class and then it's going to go away. And so it's not going to be of any use to our business owners. So we will focus on social media and the importance of social media. I will cover other ways of creating videos on Instagram, Facebook, so that they can still have that tool of creating their own videos and posting it on their pages.
Things change so quickly. We need to just keep abreast of it.
That's right.
September 15th in English and in Spanish on October 27th.
See.
Thank you, Gladys Dibble, Medora Media,
Thank you.
for being a guest on our show. You know, great shows are made up of great guests. And we had Gladys, we had Andy Pinto, and we had the LMC Kids, Grace, Tatum, and Leo. I want you to stick around when we finish up the show. You're welcome. You can chime in anytime you want. So what we're talking about now is what's happening in July. And the first thing happening is July 23rd, right outside the studio, is the block party. Jennifer, what do you think?
It's a very cool party time in the Central Business District on Mamaroneck Avenue. And even if you don't have a business on Mamaroneck Avenue, you can set up a table.
You can set up a table, Gladys.
Set up a table from
How about
Medora
that?
Media.
And it doesn't cost you a thing. All you have to do is be there from, what is it, 6 to 10, 6 to 9 or something like that?
And they're so much fun.
You can
Yes.
call Jason Pinto
Okay.
in Parks and Rec, or you can call Michael or myself, and we will
Sure.
get you in there.
And we'll send you to Jason Pinto. So. Anyway,
Love you,
Okay,
Jason.
very special. Every month we do Drinks and Development, which is a 90-minute happy hour, and at some restaurant, bar restaurant in the Village of Mamaroneck to show them some love. On the 29th of this month, we're doing a very special Drinks and Development at Barnstone Grill. And it's a great way to, first of all, it's a great way to welcome professionals and introduce a restaurant in the community. So, but this one's great because it's a ribbon cutting for Barnstone Grill, which used to be Sedona Tap House. Now it's Barnstone Grill. We're delighted they're staying in the community. It's going to be fantastic. Awesome. You're all invited to be there. And jot it down, 12/11, annual Chamber Barbecue, or Chamber Barbecue.
You said on barbecue.
Holiday party, Nora
that was
Carolla.
fast.
You can register online. Jennifer, I want to read the promotion
I
as
absolutely
we
will.
wind it all down here.
Thank you for listening to our podcast, Business in the VOM Today. You can learn more at our website, mamaroneckchamber.org. Special thank you to LMC Media, This podcast was recorded in their studio on the Avenue in Mamaroneck, New York. Visit lmcmedia.org to book your time in this state-of-the-art convenient location, walkable from the Metro North train station on Mamaroneck Avenue. You can also support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.
For more information on how you can join the chamber, visit mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org. Our chamber slogan is...
Keep it local.
Yeah, the phrase that pays. Let's support each other's businesses. Thank you for being a chamber member. Our number one goal is to help you succeed in the VOM. What can we do to support your business in 2025 and beyond?
Yes. Love it.
Thank you, Michael.